All right. So tonight, welcome back. We're gonna play some more Rollercoaster Tycoon because it is Rollercoaster Tycoon Tuesday. So the next scenario we have is called Dragon's Cove. This seaside cove is the setting for this coaster building challenge. To finish, the objective is as follows: to finish building all 5 of the partially built roller coasters in the park. Design them to achieve an excitement, or design them with an achievement rating of at least 6.6 each. Ooh, they bumped it up 10%. The last time we had one of these, we had, what was it? Just 6.0. And that was 10 different ones. That wasn't existing ones, was it? Oh, this one was 6.7. Okay. Hopefully we get a good assortment of coasters to choose from to do this challenge. Yeah. Okay, we're charging per ride. This is great. Okay, we're gonna do just fine. Don't have to worry about any approval rating, park rating thing. There's no time limit. It's just getting them complete. Let's look at this really quick and turn off this. What kind of rides do we have? 3 gentle rides, 6 coasters, 2 of those. Okay. Let's go like that. And maximum funding. Okay. Come on, close. Okay. It's good for Bronson. I give him the most thoughtful, amazing gifts for his birthday and Father's Day, and he uses the gift card someone else gave me to buy, to buy takeout for my birthday. Oh God, Bronson, you can do better than that. Come on, bud, you can do better. So, and for Mother's Day, I got a hug. Oh, even for your first Mother's Day? Oh, come on, Bronson. Come on, buddy. You can do that. You can do better. On behalf of all men, I'm sorry, Connor. You should at least get a little bit more than that. Should at least get a free ketchup packet or something, right? No, just I kid. How far do we want it to come out in split? I feel like putting rides like right at the very beginning is not great. This sounds like a fun scenario. Yeah, it's kind of nice to have a change in scenario types, that it's not always, what if we did it like this? That it's not always like, hey, just build enough stuff to bring people in and have this many guests by this date kind of thing. It's kind of nice to have ones that are like, hey, unlimited time. Some of them are unlimited budget too. You have, like, money is no object, and those ones are like, how can you fail at that? He's getting the subliminal messaging in his sleep right now. Yeah, just put the headphones on his ears, and I'll talk to him like this, Bronson. Hey, buddy, hey, you know what you need to do. So he'd be like, man, I had the weirdest dream. The Fuzzy Pickles was talking to me in my sleep. Huh. Well, that's pretty weird. Wonder why that would happen. No idea. Anyways. Actually, you know what? We should probably bring this out. Oops. Bring this out a little further. Great. Now everyone's walking this way. Let's come out to there. Actually, you know what? Okay, turn around. You don't need to walk this way. Okay, we want to have enough room here. 1, 2. Alright, this does not need to be a long queue line anyways. Okay. Meow in his ear, yeah. Are you asleep? Are you asleep? Meow! He said, what? I gave you a baby and a house? Like I didn't do all the work on those, but it's okay because I love minis. Well, that's good. Things will get better. Just a time of testing and just perseverance. Okay. I do like, at least in this game, that you can have its default set that they don't have the mowing the lawn or mowing the grass box checked here. I remember playing before the times of Open RCT2. You'd have to go to each and every handyman that you popped into the world, brought in, and turn off that setting. It was pretty annoying. All right. Yeah, we need to make sure things are not too expensive, so we'll keep things at 50 cents profit. Meowing is crazy, but I'm gonna try it. If he does have a weird dream like that, I will straight up pretend I know nothing about it. Hey, but you'll need to share. You'll have to share about his dream though and what he says, and that'll be pretty funny. Just need to tell him what I want, because he's really bad at gifts. I have to remind him to call his own mom on Mother's Day. Yeah, sometimes, I mean, as guys, it's hard, and I mean, I know that I'm not the best at remembering certain things, and Mrs. Pickles has to remind me of things that she wants, or this or that too, for gifts and this and that, and I have to remember what they are. So, yeah, it's not easy. I mean, I'm usually pretty good at calling though on Mother's Day and Father's Day, so things like that. So, okay. So we first just need to oh wait, yeah, let's stand back. It said that there was coasters here, so we have a bobsled, compact inverted, looping, suspended, and vertical drop. All right. That's not too bad. They really don't have much to them. This is pretty short. That's okay. That one's not very long. That's actually kind of nice. Having a little bit less, that gives you more creativity to do your own thing. 1, 2, 3, 4. Where's 5? There's 5 in here and I just don't see it. What is it? 1, 2, 3. Oh, there it is. 4, 5. The green, it blends in with the grass. I didn't even see it there. Okay. Oh, at least they already have the pathways to get to these, because these can be really annoying when they put things on their ground. But at least we have the cutaway view. That helps. So I want to have it so like we have a main pathway going this way though. So let's do this. Funny story, Bronson kept a list of in his phone when we were dating of anything I mentioned that I wanted or needed to buy so that he could get it for me. He has never got a single thing from that list, and almost 8 years later, oh my God, we laugh at it to this day. He took "it's the thought that counts" to an extreme. Yeah, at some point, the thoughts can only go so far. I mean, I guess you can go with the idea of like, well, faith without works is nothing. So, or something like that. Oh yeah, Jess, you're here for the beginning. Excellent. Gotta get on some tutorials to get the hang of RCT, because I feel close to understanding enough to get into it, Someone also got me SimCity 2000. I've been playing that lately too. It's such a throwback. Hey, if you have any questions just as I'm playing, please don't hesitate to throw out any of those questions. I'll be happy to answer anything. So, yeah. Oh, just wait until you see the balloons. You can sell balloons and they walk around with them. You can also, depending on the park and the availability, you can have like hat and shirt stalls, so they can have colored hats and that look like cowboy hats and shirts. Holding the phone close to him so he hears all this. Bronson, you gotta follow through. Come on, buddy. I guess my next question was kind of like entrances and exits and lines. How long to make the lines? Having trouble figuring out where to place these things and know how long. Yeah, so when I place a ride, I try to somewhat have a loose idea of where I want pathways to go. And generally I will do for my queue lines, I don't like to have super long ones. Oops. I like to have them more on the shorter side. And so some of these ones end up being like, what, 1, 2, 3. This is like only 3. The longer you have your queue line, the more people will be tied up in it. And the less people will be out walking around, possibly going to another ride instead, or buying food or a souvenir or something like that. Because I used to have like the longest lines that I could put, and everyone, I would stand back and look, and like some of the more popular rides like the log flume or go-karts, you could have like at some points, depending on the size of your park, you could have like half of your park in the queue line. So they're just standing there getting bored, getting upset because the line is taking forever, and they're not spending their money on other things and doing other things, so your cash flow is stagnant. And so I like to have my queue lines usually be no more than like 6 to 8 sections long. If it's like a coaster that has a lot of trains and a lot of people can fit on one train at a time, having a longer queue line isn't bad because it should be going through pretty quick. Or if you have something that has a lot of cars, like if you have enough vehicles in the log flume and then you're like continuously dropping off and loading patrons in it, then that's not a huge deal too much because it should be flowing fairly regularly. So hopefully that kind of makes sense. Let me know if that answers your question. I've grown to really love Rollercoaster Tycoon from the last few months of Tuesday nights. Well, good. I know it's a great game, and so I'm just still stoked that there's a whole not homebrew, but a whole open source community that works on this kind of stuff. So I guess we don't really need to even build our own coasters from scratch. We just need to build, well, we could do like a looping coaster. Those are for shuttle loops. We could do something like that. That's not a bad idea. I always love doing like 2 shuttle loops together because it's so easy to make good money doing that. What if we did that and then did another one? And these are really cheap too, so it's like, oh, it's $1,300, and that's even with like probably supports and things in certain places. $1,300 for a shuttle loop. That's it. It has a pretty high excitement rating, and the throughput is pretty quick because it's pretty short. But I mean, it already has at least a medium excitement rating. You can always edit this and add like a second loop or add a few hills to it or twists and turns and making them a little bit more exciting. So there's fun ways to do that. I want to kind of try to keep some of these trees if I can. All right, what's this? We are at White Marks on Pass. So many stats and options seems overwhelming at times. There are, but once you're in it and you've messed around with it and looked at different things, it makes a lot of sense and it works. Okay. So I mean, like when you open up a ride, this menu just lets you start and stop the ride. You can go into construction mode. You can rename it, whatever, delete it. There's one that just is about how you want to customize the trains, how many lengths there are, what type of train you want, if you want it reversed. And then there's things about just like for this, we have a launch speed. How fast do you want the launch speed to be? Or if it had a chain lift, how fast do you want the chain lift to run? How soon do you want it to leave the station? Do you want to wait for a full load or not? Do you want to do half, 3/4, 1/4, any load? Do you want to have a wait time? The synchronize with adjacent stations. That means if, like in this case, we have two stations next to each other, if they're touching like that, you can hit this and they will ride in sync like you see here, which is pretty fun. Stuff about reliability and inspections shows how long it's been operating in your park and when you last, well, not that last one, how long it's been until you had the last inspection or when it's fixed or blah blah blah. Change colors. It has music to play along with it. The stats here can be a little confusing. I normally don't really look at a lot of this lower stuff unless I have to for like certain requirements. Certain scenarios require you to have like a certain number of coasters at a certain length, and so it's nice that you can look at the ride length here to see if you've met that requirement or not. But it's the stats up here at the top that are more important here. So you know the excitement. If it's more exciting, people will pay more to ride it, and they'll want to ride it more. You'll be drawing in more people. Intensity rating. If it's too intense, people won't ride it. If you click on a random person, and you click on their little face here of their stats, down here at the bottom they'll say the preferred ride intensity, and they'll have a number here, and they'll also have a nausea tolerance. So that's what the nausea rating is. If it's too high, people are more likely to throw up, and you'll have a mess in your park, and you'll have to have more handymen to clean up. But yeah, I remember the other day. They used to play Zoo Tycoon, but they're made by totally different people, right? I don't remember. They might be. I used to have Zoo Tycoon. I don't have it now. I haven't played it in a while. Played it a long time ago. So he kind of wants to be I saw that. Okay, good. You want to be handyman? Handyman Connor. Yeah, if any of you guys want to be a part of the staff of our park, just let me know, and I will put you to work. I mean, I'll give you your duties. Oops, I didn't want that. Clicked on the wrong thing. Do we need an entertainer? I don't think we need an entertainer. And then this is just kind of a real-time graph of velocity, altitude, vertical G's, lateral G's. So this is kind of nice that, like, if you're testing a coaster to see what you need to work on to improve it, if it gets up above a certain number, it'll be like in the red, and so you can kind of trace back to what part of the ride this happened at, and you can look and see where you need to make adjustments to the track to make it better. Setting your admission price. I use a plugin to save me time that automatically sets my admission price base, because the price depends on the excitement rating but then also the age and the reliability of your ride. So if your ride is getting really old, they're not going to want to pay as much to ride it. So and there's a lot of just nitpicky stuff to have to manage those. And once you get a park with like you have 15-20 rides, you'll be constantly setting prices, and it's just tedious. So that's the only thing that I just don't enjoy doing. It's kind of annoying. Let's see, what else did I miss? So many stats and options. Yeah, blah 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 blah. First PC game was a Tonka game. Did you? Oh, I wonder if it's the same one that I played. There was a Tonka truck game where you had different like construction equipment for different scenarios, and yeah, and like you could paint all the different parts. You like assembled the truck, and if I remember, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Actually, that's too much. I wonder if that's the same one. Yeah, the Tonka construction. It was so much fun. I played that a ton when I was a kid. That was a lot of fun. I totally get that one. All right. Okay. We'll just do that. This should be a good money maker. People love the shuttle loop. It stays pretty busy. Okay. Good to go. Jess wants to be... Jess, I'll be a handyman since I clean up, throw up in real life on the regular, so I'm uniquely qualified. Alright. Sounds good. As a parent or for your job? Same thing. They're the same thing, right? Can't wait for that. You could dig and build stuff. Yeah, I remember like there was parts of like building a bridge or something like that in that Tonka game. I'll have to look and see if my parents still have it. I think they have a lot of those old things from our childhood still. So, oh, we need to do bathrooms. Which of course will be free. Okay. Let's do kind of a mini food court over here. I wonder if my brother still has the old disc. I don't know how it could run if he did it, but it'd be neat. Yeah. I know, sometimes the older games, like, I know I mentioned it before, The Incredible Machine, I played that as a kid. And like that ran based on your clock speed of your processor. So if you had a better processor, it literally would run super fast, which is kind of funny. I think that they may have fixed that to some degree, or like patched, or someone's done some sort of patch to it, but I don't know.
neat is that? That's pretty neat.
That is pretty neat. I think I only found that out because I think I looked that up in someone, like on a Reddit or whatever.
Brother, this guy stinks!
That said something about that. It's like, oh, that completely makes sense, because back then they probably didn't even think about, oh yeah, people are going to have faster computers. They're just like, hey, I'm going to program this to run at this speed, and that's that. Sometimes I do actually like doing like an extra little pathway like that before my path, or before my queue lines, because it just looks a little cleaner rather than having the queue line come straight up to the main path, but that's just an aesthetic thing. Alright, let's break out some jokes here. Connor is looking forward to laughing at some dumb jokes, so let's do that so we can all kind of laugh or cringe at some dumb jokes. How about that? I'm hoping that I don't like repeat some of these ones. So let's go further in the book. Okay. Are you ready, Connor? You ready? Be sure to put in your guesses in the chat. We'll see if you're right. All right. First joke. Oh, let's see. What did she said? I wonder if let's see. If you need to make a channel point redemption that costs a lot of points, I have almost 70,000 and I'll never be able to use them all. Yeah, I've thought about making one that's just like, waste your points here or something like that. I see people that do that and it just does nothing, but makes you feel accomplished somehow. I don't know. I am cool. I just spent a lot of points. Redemption. Why don't skeletons like scary movies? Didn't notice the top of my head is kind of cut off a little bit. Why don't skeletons like scary movies? Put in your guesses. What do you think? What do you think the answer is? Are you good at answering jokes? Do you have a funny bone in you that is good at answering these jokes and things? That joke again. Why don't skeletons like scary movies? I'll give it a little bit. Because they don't have the guts. Yes, Connor, you are correct. And anyone can answer the jokes. But ding, ding, ding. Ding, ding, ding. You've got it. All right, second joke. Why don't oysters share their pearls? Why don't oysters share their pearls? I feel like these ones aren't too difficult. Why don't skeletons like to go to parties? Ooh. Let's see. Now you're throwing the jokes at me. Why don't skeletons like to go to parties? I'm getting thrown on the spot here. Because they have no skin in the game. No. They have no body to go. That's right. I've heard that one. That's a good one. I would give you some bonus points for telling a good joke, but I don't think you need more points. So, thank you for volunteering that wonderful joke. You don't know this one? You have it stumped. Okay. Why don't oysters share? Why don't oysters share their pearls? It's because they're shellfish. There you go. Ha 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 ha. So funny. So funny. Okay. Well, there you go. There's a few jokes. No, that was so bad, eh? But hey, you're laughing. So apparently it wasn't that bad. Well, thank you for playing tonight's game. Tonight's contestants will also receive... No, just joking. was thinking we could do something like this and have this pathway go around or something. Something like this. Then go boop, 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 boop. There we go. Actually, we could probably go like that. Looks good. Oh, I got plenty of space there. Maybe we can put some other kiosks or things over here and some trees. That would look nice. But yeah, if you guys got any good jokes, feel free to share them as well. I'm sure we could use another laugh. I think there's a couple redemptions for the jokes, so we could still have another one redeemed later in the stream. Try not to have too many just so I don't go through the book too fast, but who knows, maybe by the time we get near the end we'll forget the ones we already read and we'll just laugh again at the same jokes like we've never heard them before because we're that forgetful. I don't know. Not sure how that works. Okay. Let's put a few trees. I want to do... Is it this one? Yeah. Kind of try to do a little bit of some variety here. Is that the one? No, it's a different one. It's close. There we go. Kind of looks like broccoli. There. That looks nice. We can kind of take our time and try to make the park nice as we go as well. You don't have to just let it be bland. Okay. Actually, you know what? We should do some colors. Do we have a color theme we want to do? We kind of have this white and another color thing. So why don't we do that? Kind of a lighter color too. We do pink. If we did that. Kind of like a bubblegum flavor or color. What if we do that and then like purple on the other one? It's kind of fun. I wish there was a little bit lighter of a purple. Actually, no, there is. There's that. Can I click on the right one? Yeah, that's a little more pastel. Is that what they call that? Okay. I like it. I love my dad, but whenever he visits, we get into an argument about proper HVAC maintenance. Things can get quite heated. It's okay, Connor. We'll be praying for you and your dad. See if you guys can cool down a little bit. Try not to escalate things too much. Try to, as they say, drop the temperature in the room. Yeah. Okay. Sorry. Let's see. We want to somehow get back to this area. Maybe we can do that through this spot here. So we can just slowly work our way back that direction somehow. Kind of not a fan of these hills being so drastic here. But that's okay. We'll make it work. And I think after we put this one in, then we should, oh my gosh, we're still going. We'll have to sit out Sit out our grievances and vent. Oh my gosh. Air out your grievances and vent, yeah. Oh my gosh. Anything else you want to get out there, Connor? Any more puns here? You sure you're done? All right, what height are we at? We're at 40. Oh, okay. Well, we could do that, or what if we went like that? That works.
Okay.
Okay. All right, got some push-ups. Let me get the cue lines. Actually, let me get the cue line set for this one. And then we'll do that. All right. I usually don't like to change the topography too much, but it's okay. All right, let's open now. All right. I'll try to filter my jokes. Oh my gosh. So funny. So funny. Supersonic. You're tired, but doing okay. It's, oh man, that's right. It's like 1 o'clock over there for you guys. I know. I try to start streaming when it's a good time for me, like after I have dinner and all that. But then it makes it so hard because you guys are always like 3 hours ahead, so it's like almost the end of your day. And you're probably getting tired, potentially. But it's like, well, us people on the West Coast Pacific time zone, we're doing pretty good. So, okay. Let's go ahead and do some push-ups. If you want to join me in push-ups, that's awesome. Supersonic, if you want to wake up, you can do push-ups with me. That might get your body going. I was thinking about this the other day for the redemptions for the push-ups. I almost want to change it instead of being like Donkey Kong. I want to have Reggie Fils-Aimé, the old Nintendo of America president. If you remember when the Wii came out and it was revealed, and he had that quote of saying, "Ah, my body is ready." Oh my gosh, for a Wii Fit or whatever. And that's just been a really funny quote. I almost want to have that come up for doing the push-ups. If any of you guys remember that back in the day at E3, kudos to you. It's almost 1 a.m. and you're feeling good. Say it. Jess, you're so good at staying up super late, man. At least with this game, it's not too bad, but like whenever I play, I need to like have earlier streams in the day when I play like Truck Simulator, because man, that game can put me to sleep. I always get so tired near the end. So, all right, let's go ahead and do some push-ups, guys. Okay. You guys ready? Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 12, 13, 14, 15. Whew. All right. Do you have any pets? Yeah. We have 2 cats. And let's see, can I find them in here? Yeah. Almost. They're kind of covered up. Let's see. Man, I have my thing like small. Here, there we go. Can I extend this out? I didn't realize that it's going to be so tight. There we go. We got 2 cats. The one on the left, his name is Merlin. And the one on the right, his name is Cheddar. Thank you. You don't want to stare at my keyboard? How boring is that? Yeah, and then we used to have Merlin's brother, Pickles, but he had cancer a couple of years back, and so he's not with us anymore, unfortunately. So instead, we have this silly little cat named Cheddar, who is a very silly cat. Okay. Which he's probably outside still. He loves being outside. And he could probably literally stay out all the time if we let him, and he'd be happy. Okay. What have we been researching? Only gentle rides? Get out of here. I haven't researched a single thrill ride the whole time. But we researched like 5 gentle rides. Okay. Let's see. Which one do we want to do first? This almost feels a little intimidating, but it's not too bad. What about this? What about this one here? The suspended swinging coaster. Okay, so it goes up, comes down, does that. What kind of stuff we got? We got helixes and S-bends. There's not a whole lot we can do with this one. Again, what if we came out through there? Ooh, can't quite. What if we go straight? A couple, then turn, then go up. Is that enough to just get back to the station? I mean, with all these next to each other, them going underground, they should have a pretty high excitement rating, I would think. I know this one kind of dies off kind of quick. Ooh, not high enough. 60. Oh, perfect. That might work. Unfortunately, it's running into this hill. What if it's just continually doing that? Okay. What if we do the sharper turns? There we go. Okay, so that's coming through there. So we still need to kind of wrap around a little bit. Okay, that's too high. It is kind of getting a little bit slow through there. Is there a booster? No. Ooh, you know what? How about we like... brakes. Ooh, look at that. Boom. There we go. That might be enough. And we can probably get a pathway through here. Oh, well, we don't really need brakes, I guess, if it's just one train anyways. Brakes are only for, like, making sure that you don't have one train run into another. Okay, we can only do that. Alright, let's test this out. It's kind of short and sweet. Actually, you know what? I think I want to move the entrance and exit a little bit. Let's put... Can we not put that right there? Can't move the entrance and exit for this ride. You can't... Okay, that's right. We can't change anything that's pre-existing. Okay. Alright, fair enough. Fair enough. Let's see here. But otherwise, yeah, Jess, how's your Rollercoaster Tycoon park building going? Are you at least enjoying it so far? You having a good time with it? This might not be long enough or have enough like hills and stuff, so we might have to max lateral G's. Ooh. Right around the 20 seconds. So, like, this is a problem. So now we can kind of look at this. In here. Gotcha. Okay, so we need to change that. And when you have stuff like that, it negatively impacts the excitement. So, it's been fun. I'm sure once I get the hang of some more, I'll end up liking it more and more. Okay. Good deal. All right. So we have to do that. Okay. Can we go straight through? Yeah. Oh, that's not even close to that. Okay. All right, we're gonna do some of this here. And then he needs to come out. Right there. Bobsled, close you. Let's put that on there. Got a few rides on there and failed the first scenario, so gonna try again. Probably not tonight though. Playing some relaxing Skyrim right now. It was the vibe. Hey, I haven't played Skyrim in a while. That sounds like a lot of fun. I've never actually finished the main campaign, the main story of the game. Should really try to do that sometime. Do we want to... Is that enough to catch it? I think it would be. Yeah. Yeah. We were 80. Back up to 80. That's probably too much, right? Which is easier to get to like a good smooth height. But since you have to go between like the gradual and steep, and it takes up so much space, you can't like just cut something short to get to the right height difference. All right. Can we line up this? I think we are. There. We'll test that out. Test. It's a little better. I'm not always, like I said, I'm not always the best at building coasters, but we'll see what we can do. Yeah, it helps with having more gradual turns. Having steep turns, or very sharp ones, do not help. Makes things a little bit much more intense usually. So try to keep that in mind when you're building. What tool did you use to open the SNES cartridges? So I think they're called Gamebit drivers. Ooh, we're so close. 6.15. We need 6.6. So you can find them on Amazon. But the one that I used, it's kind of hard to. I don't know if I can kind of show you like this. The tip is kind of has a star bit to it. You can kind of see it a little bit. There we go. It looks like a star bit, but it's kind of concave inside the screw bit to fit the head. Found on Amazon. Okay, good. Yeah. So if you're getting those, get those, and make sure it's a set that also comes with those tri-wing bits as well. It's like a Phillips head, but instead of having four bits like a little plus sign, it's 3 prongs on it to be like a little, I don't know what you call it, a little starburst thing. But yeah. Hey, Canadian Mountie, welcome in. Welcome in. Need to clean yours. Yeah, being able to open them up helps with that a lot. So, yeah, good luck with that. How's it going tonight? It is going good. We didn't get started too long ago, but we're doing a new scenario here where we basically have like 5 started coasters that we need to complete with a certain excitement level. So we're doing that along with just maintaining the rest of our park that we just built up. Oh, we need more handyman. So if you want to be handyman, please please let me know, and I'll put you to work. But yeah, it's good to see you. That would kill my OCD. Yeah. I know, trying to like. No, I'm not always the best at designing these rides because you need to like do your best to make them exciting and all that, and it's tough. Okay, nothing is too crazy there. I think if we just had some more ups and downs and things like that, some more curves then it would be a little more exciting. So what if... What if we go back up? Can we, like... We can. Okay, what if we did something like that? Oh, but that's over the water. Let's go... Something like that. Okay, we'll come back to that. Can you work at my theme park? You certainly can, Canadian Mountie. You don't even need a work visa. Promise to be a good worker. It won't start any strikes or push for a union. Well, good. We've got a few openings currently for this park. You can either be a handyman to keep our park all nice and squeaky clean, or actually I probably should hire more of these. You can be a mechanic that is keeping our rides safe and in tip-top shape, or cause accidents so that the guests all leave. Yeah. Well, I mean, if you want to, I guess if you want to be an entertainer, you can be that too. But we're not going to hire any guards, so take a mechanic. All right. Good choice. Probably say good choice no matter what, but I'll still say it to make you feel better. Good choice. All right, Canadian Mountie, you are now part of our mechanic crew. Currently heading to the looping coaster. I don't know where you're going because that's not to the looping coaster. That's just a loop. That's the Ferris wheel. So you need to turn around and go the other way. It's okay. He's new to the park. He hasn't really been. He hasn't been around long, so he's still feeling his way around and understanding where things are. So. I feel really good about my decision. I guess we'll find out if anything breaks down, huh? Promise to work until I die. Yeah. Hey, the best thing about this, hey, you don't die, you work forever. You're always going to be employed with me. So, hey, there's definitely some perks with working here at our theme park. So, all right, let's see what we can do. I'm thinking we can go back up. Maybe it just needs to have another let's see. Can we? Let's see what kind of speed we got. Here it comes. It's got decent speed going around there. It's going down. Yeah, it's got some good speed there. Ooh, are we going to be able to even turn through here? What if we turn immediately? No. Okay. Let's just keep that. Do a nice wide turn. Is there a... Oh, there's not even a... Oh, there's helixes. Okay, that's what we're missing. Time to do a helix. Boom, boom, boom. Now we want to do helix down. Ooh, that's going fast. There we go. That should be more fun. Alright, what is this? Oh. Nothing. Okay. Let's watch for this test ghost train to go through here. See what it looks like. Still heading to the looping coaster. Come on, Canadian. And it catches. Not bad. Not bad. Okay. Let's test this and see how it does. Oh, yeah. The only cheats that I like is when you create ducks. Create some more ducks. They'll come flying in from... Oh, here they come. They'll come flying in from one of the sides of the map there. Okay. Did I find my ride, by the way? Nope, you're still heading there. Not really sure where you're going. You're kind of going the opposite way of the looping roller coaster. Oh, I know what you're trying to find. Probably this other looping coaster. Never mind. Yeah, there's another one here. Looping coaster 1. Right, where does it say which one? No, you're just going to the shuttle loop. Okay, well, you may have changed your mind, I guess. All these people are trying to go to these other ones, but they're closed. They're not even in operation yet. You can't get there. There's no reason to be inspecting them. Okay. Hey, there you go. You did your first inspection. Congratulations, Canadian. If I had an award, I would give it to you. Got confused, so I decided to go somewhere else. Yeah. He decided, hey, I can't get to where I'm going because there's no pathways to get there, so I am going to move on to the next task. Smart man. 6.79. Let's go. There we go. First out of 5 coasters ready to go. Now we just need to get it connected to our pathway system. Okay. Can we get there? We can! Look at that. Okay. It does fit underneath. Can we get through here? Oh. Okay, that's connected. So now you can fix that one if you want, Canadian. It's ready to go for you. One, two, three, four, five, 6. That's enough. Okay. Ah, look at all the ducks. The ducks are coming. Look at all the ducks. We got so many of them. That's great. And there's a ton in the water too. It's funny because they'll come down, and if they don't have enough runway to come down and land in the water, they'll just keep flying and exit the screen on the other side. So, okay. But yeah, Canadian, how was your stream? I need to get some shout outs going here. I haven't done any, so let me get one out to Jess. She was streaming. Was it last night or was it 2 nights ago? Jess, you were playing Hollow Knight, and it seemed like you were enjoying it. How did everything go? I don't know if I was there at the very end or not. I hope that you enjoyed it. Someday I'll play it. Stream was amazing. Played some Timberborn. I believe you're still in first. Yeah, I'm going with the tactic with the trivia. So the trivia is the only thing that you kind of have a little bit of control over the outcome. So it's better than the spin for those points. And I started at 25, and every successful trivia, I increased my wager by 25 points. And that's what I'm doing. And so basically I'm doing it to the point where my wager won't be more than 10% of the points that I have. And it's been doing pretty good. So that's your little nugget of knowledge of tactics to get lots of points, lots of Canadian Mountie points. Trivia is a good tactic. Yeah. And it's funny because sometimes, especially the true and false, there's a lot. You're doing those, and it's like, man, this looks like a trick question. And most of the time it is. And most of the time I don't even know the answer to them, but somehow I'll guess it right and it works. So, makes me look smart. I get points. It's kind of a win-win. So, yeah, liking it so far. Good. Yeah, that is one that, Hollow Knight is one that, I don't know, everyone loves it. And eventually I'll try it. I don't know. It almost kind of feels like how people were talking about like Undertale, and everyone that has played Undertale loves it. They always are telling people to play it, and the fact that people bring it up so much kind of discourages me from wanting to play it. I don't know, it's just kind of random that way, but I don't know. Be careful though, we're upping the spin win percentage in October. Okay, so that's in October. We're calling it Spintober. Ah, well, I might still have to try out the spin and see how that does. If that's paying out decently and it's pretty reliable, then we'll see. Maybe we'll have to bring some wheel spins into the mix. I love watching it, but it would frustrate me so much. Oh, Hollow Knight. Yeah, and I'm not always the best at those Metroidvania games either, so, I don't know. Alright, let's keep going. What else we got? We got this one, compact inverted. What would be a good one to do next? The thing is these are so close together. We've had a couple parks that it's like this, and you get down to the last coaster and you're like struggling to make it work. I'm almost thinking of maybe doing the bobsled coaster next. So that starts all the way over here. We can kind of keep it more off to the side, which will be nice. Let's test it out just to see how things are going. There we go. I want to just see how far it gets, what kind of speed. Decent speed there, so we can keep going here. The thing is with this is you don't want to go too... Oh, shoot. See? This is what I'm afraid of. But, hey, that actually is maybe okay. You just don't want it to, like, have too much speed. Because it's not on a track, it's in... It's in a thing here. And if you have it... Oops. If you don't have it work right... Watch. If I just go flat, it's gonna just shoot off when it comes out. Oh no, it actually did work. Okay, well, in that case... Can we do this safely? That might catch it, actually, this little upper edge. If you have it too fast cresting over a hill, it will leave the half pipe, be suspended in mid-air, flying, yet for a fraction of a time, land and explode. So, you will be able to fly. You will be happy for a split second. You'll feel your stomach rising up in your chest right before you land in a fiery death. So that's not the most ideal thing to do with this coaster. But if you are sick and twisted and like to kill your patrons, then yeah, that can be a fun thing to do. But anyways, I digress. So we have... Oh yeah, it's not letting me look underground. Let's climb up a little bit and try to do a few more things over here somewhere. And then we need to work our... Well, what if we... Oh gosh, we have to go now up. So the one nice thing though is that these are longer trains. So as long as you're touching one of these chain lifts, you can still go around corners like that. So that moment of freedom, the sweet, sweet moment of freedom. And then you return back to the ground into a fireball. I love rides. I miss them. I can never go on them because I'm always pregnant. Well, someday you might not be pregnant again, and then you can do that. Are you insinuating that you're pregnant again? No. You don't have to answer that. When God finally closes my womb, I'm going on a roller coaster tour. That would be fun. That would be fun. So we're at 40 there. We can still climb a little bit more. Wow, putting her on the spot, yeah. Yeah. You don't mind answering that question, do you, Jess? Okay, cool. Actually, I'd like to not answer that. Oops. Wrong button press. I didn't know I was clicking on there. Let's see. Can we just spin that around like that? So we did that. Let's go. Let's see. We were at 90. What about 70? Is that enough? 10 feet? Or oh, that's 20 feet. I don't know. Hopefully we won't have liftoff over the crest of that hill. Let's see. And I don't know if like having a turn, that would be an interesting thing to test. Having a turn, because of the bank in the corner, does that help keep it on the track if it was going to lift off if you instead went straight? Maybe. Maybe. See, at least Jess is laughing. At least she's emoting that she's laughing about the joke, but I don't think she has a laughing emote that also is kind of like ha 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 ha. So a nervous laugh. All right, let's get this out of the way. Let's see, how does this look? Is this going to work? Ooh, that's almost, but I want to test it anyways. Let's go down to 60. And then let's just keep doing this. Oops. Ooh, we are at 45. Ooh, that's kind of cool. Actually, what if we do that? Actually, I'm not sure where we're gonna be, so we'll wait. So that does. So, if we, by chance, did something like that, is that going to lift off? I'm curious. It is pretty cool to be able to intertwine rides with each other, and we're trying to, well, you can't see this screen on that. We're trying to have an excitement rating of 6.6, at least 6.60. And so one of the things, there's several things that can factor in to that. Oh, it did reset. Okay, so that doesn't work. Okay, good to know. What is 80 like? Maybe 75. All right, that's... Actually, you know what? Let's... Is that in line that's on this? No, we have one more. Let's go straight... That works. Let's go down to 55. Boom. So having other rides next to your ride helps increase the excitement rating. Having scenery, trees, decorations, these kinds of things in there. Next to your ride, that increases it a little bit. I think maybe even having them going underground might do that too. I think we're good here. Okay, let's go ahead and test it. Cool. Have a little picture-in-picture thing here. You can watch. Woo, that does get a little high right there. We could change it around to have a larger corner on the second half of this hairpin turn. I want to make a fall land with all fall colors in the game. Hey, there you go. You have it themed over a certain season. That's one thing that would be kind of cool in the game that I don't think that they have anything for, is they don't have anything themed or any theming and stuff around like a certain season. That would, at least for fall, that would be pretty cool. One thing, I mean, so you can change to have like these are the different surface types you can have for the ground. You can have grass, sand, dirt, rocks, Martian grass clumps, which is kind of like a grass dirt mix. Oh, not very exciting. Bummer. Okay, well, we'll have to keep working on that. Red sand, brown sand. And then you can change like stuff for how walls are. If you have like right here, there's exposed dirt there. You can change what that's supposed to look like. But I don't know. I don't know if there's a whole lot. There might be like some. With OpenRCT2, there's extra packs of like scenery items that you can download and add into your park. A lot of custom assets. And so you could probably find, I'm sure there's one that is like a fall decoration, fall trees one. I know that there is something you can do to actually color your trees. But I think only certain trees can do that. I'm not sure which ones, and I'm not sure how that works. But maybe you could have like some deciduous trees and then change their color to be like yellow or orange or something like that. Or have something like dead trees. So, but that would look really cool. I know, the ride looks like a lot of fun. I don't know why. Vertical G's is not too crazy. Lateral G's. Oh, you know what we're probably missing that would work really well? Is, we could have let's get rid of this. Actually, we can get rid of this too. We can do helixes. Cool, you can do large and small helixes intertwined with each other. It's kind of fun. Actually, if we did small ones, we probably could go up further. Less distance traveled. Going to go try and get a nap since Eden just fell asleep and the baby's asleep too. Need to get mine while I can. Keep you tabbed up though, and I'll be back if one of them wakes up. Well, thank you, Jess. I appreciate you hanging out. Thanks for being here and being here for the devotion and all your input and sharing and everything. I appreciate that. Have a great sleep. Hopefully you can get at least an hour or two in. That would be great. But But yeah, thank you so much for being here. Please go check out Jess the Mess if you have not followed her yet. She's a wonderful retro Christian streamer, except when she doesn't play retro games, like a couple times recently, but that's okay. But yeah, if you enjoy retro games, please go check her out. She's a lot of fun. And her husband, Lethal Bradley, also streams and does like Rocket League, and he does some music production, digital music production, and that's a lot of fun as well. Please go check him out as well. Okay, so you have met Canadian. Okay, I forget how many people have met each other, and it's just so cool seeing so many people that have met each other like that. So, do we want to just stay at like 50? Because then I can go over that other section. If we do, oh, we can do an on-ride photo section. Pretty cool. Oh, I probably should do a banked corner. Okay. Let's do another S-bend. Right, the left, and all right, are we lining up here? Where are we at? Oh, we're actually at 45. Okay, that's fine. Okay, that might be enough to make it a little bit more exciting. That looks kind of cool. There's more going on. Thank you so much. It was so fun having you, and I hope you catch more of yours as well. Yeah, it's so fun to see different people that I meet in different places that finally get to meet each other as well, and very cool stuff. It's good to be a part of the same community together and be able to encourage each other and support each other and all that good stuff. We're not an island doing all this on our own. Okay. Okay, not too bad. Nothing spiked too bad. Hopefully that's at least enough. Is that just enough of stuff in general? 6.06. Okay, well, let's keep going. Maybe we keep this here. And we just keep trying to do some exciting things here. What do you need to hit? So I need an excitement rating of 6.60, and we were at like 6.08 or something like that. So we were really close, Generally, like the time we looked at it before was like 2.89 or something like that. Usually when it's that drastically low, it's because there's just a certain element that we're not hitting. So each coaster needs to have like a certain number of drops by a certain number of feet, or be a certain track length or something like that generally, in order to be exciting enough. And so we just, so you know what, probably should have a wider one like that. Actually, can we... 1, 2, go up. Can we do that? See what that looks like. How much speed we have coming out of this. Having the larger helix up has more track to travel, so it should slow down a little bit faster. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's good. Okay, so if we... Okay, oh, we're off by one. Okay, that's actually where we wanted to be. Take out that single extension there, go up to... Boom! That little bump shouldn't hopefully be enough to like launch it because it's going slow enough. Let's watch the little ghost train here. See how it does. It's down. It's going pretty fast, but the large helix at the bottom there, there's a lot of room to travel, and so it loses quite a bit of speed. Oh yeah. That's perfect. And slowly comes into the station. I like it. Okay. And we're occupying space over here, so it's not taking up too much where other stuff is, so it's not going to be too congested. Okay. Yeah, we'll see if it's nice. I don't know. We can also add some more trees and things around, so that will help. Potentially. There's already some, but we can probably add some more and see if that helps. Okay. Okay. Here we go. It's going pretty fast. It's going like 40-something miles an hour at the very bottom there, but... And it like drops in half. It's like 20 miles an hour at the end. Okay. Let's see what the test results... Let's see what they say. 6.41. All right. Let's try this. So, if we get some trees, one cool thing in OpenRCT2 is with trees, this little button right here, there's a scatter tool. This lets you fill in trees at the click of a button. And as you can see, as we add more trees, the number is going up a little bit. But there's a maximum that it'll go up by. So let's do that. Let's find another tree. What's the other one? We were doing this one. So yeah, this is a pretty handy little tool. It saves a bit of time. Alright, we're up to 51, 54, 55, 57. I don't know if we'll be able to do it quite enough with just that. And then we want that tree. That one is this one. We're not going to be able to see anything by the time we're done here, huh? There's so many trees. Oh, we did it! 6.63. Okay. For some reason I was thinking 6.8 in my head. And we can even do like palm trees down here. So let's go down. So let's do those tall ones. This is kind of cool. Whoops. We can delete these other little trees. Cool. All right, there we go. 6.64. And it might even go up if we complete some of these other coasters, if they get kind of close. Who knows? But, yeah. Excellent. That is open. Let's get, now let's try to look through the trees. We'll toggle those off. Let's get some pathways going. Perfect. There's that. All right, that's almost too easy. That was a good. Sometimes in these pre-made spots or these other rides, they put the entrance and exit in a kind of funky area, and when you have these hills, it kind of makes it difficult to kind of traverse around to make things fit sometimes. So, but that actually worked out pretty good. So we'll now put our little TV screen. So these little screens are on the queue lines. They help distract the people while they're waiting in line, so they don't feel like they're waiting in line for a long time. So it makes them feel a little bit better. Keeps them a little bit happier. Park is getting bigger. Let's get a few more handymen. Again, if you want to be a part of our park, you want to keep things clean, you want to fix some rides, let me know. We got plenty of money, so we can afford to hire a lot of them. Okay. Let's, you know, it's nice having a big coaster now in play. Oh, it's free. No, let's not make it free. Has this one been free the whole time? Yeah, it has. What did this jump to? 16 bucks. There you go. Huh, no freeloaders anymore. You guys are paying full price. What else do we want to add in here to expand? We could add a pathway that goes through here. Kind of loop around. What is the height mark of the path over there? 45? 45. Let's do this. Up and down. Boom. Okay, so now we have more pathways. If you don't have enough pathways going on, people will kind of complain that it's too cramped, too congested. Let's see if anyone thinks that. Too crowded here. Yeah, some people... Luckily, there's not too many people, so that's not too bad. Hey, Tunis, thank you for the lurk. And welcome in, by the way. Running out of cash. Yeah, unfortunately, this is technically a scenario from the first game. And in the first game, they did not have a certain kiosk that's called the ATM. So in the first game, when people ran out of money, they had to leave. Now, the second game basically is like a giant expansion to the first game. Same art style, most of the things carried over with adding new features, fixing a few things, adding new rides, new shops and stalls, things like that, and lots of new scenarios. But with that, they added the ATM, which allows people to stay in your park longer when they run out of cash. So you can use cheats. This is OpenRCT2. You can mod almost anything into it that's existing. Not every scenario has access to every single asset in the game. And so technically you could add in the ATM, but since this is a first game scenario, that's kind of cheating since it isn't technically available in the first game, so I will not be doing that. But we don't need that. Let's do gentle and shops and stalls. Ooh, look at all of these. We got everything now. Excellent. All right, let's get a few more things going, and yeah, let's do this. Test. And height marker on pass 65. Where are we at? We're at no 55. Perfect. We'll go like that. This one will make it easy on ourselves, and we will just do that. And that's good to go. So I just want to add a little bit of variety of some other things in here. Technically, we don't need to add all these. These are just kind of generating us cash, so we can keep things going. But we've got lots of money, so we're doing pretty good. I'm not really too worried about that as much. Okay. So I'm not going to go too crazy building all that stuff. We got $30,000 in the bank. We finished, was it just two? One, two, yeah. So we got 3 more to do. Did you say you don't hire guards? Correct. That is one thing in the game that is interesting, is that the purpose of the guards is to make sure that people don't act out and vandalize your park. You may ask, wouldn't that be a good thing to have? But really, the other question you should be asking is, why do people vandalize in the first place? And with that, I can tell you, people vandalize when they're not happy. They are not happy when they see a lot of trash on the ground, when they see other vandalism. I feel like there's some other things if they're like trapped or other little things like that. But the short and sweet of that is they get angry because of stupid things that the player does, not because of any random thing that the guest does. And so there's ways around that. You can hire handymen to clean up vomit off the ground. You can have trash bins around to collect trash. You can make sure that you don't have too many like dead ends or random spots where people get trapped. So as long as you have those things, people are generally happy. If they're happy, they won't get angry. If they're not angry, they won't vandalize. If they don't vandalize, then, you guessed it, you don't need guards. So I do not actually hire guards because I don't need them. Because I'm just that good. No. Do you assign walking areas for your handyman? I never get them to stay in one area, and my food areas are full of litter. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. In a scenario like this where we have lots of cash, we're not hurting, I literally will just keep hiring more staff and let them just wander. And that generally will do it. If there's certain problem areas, like you're saying, if you have a food court area where people generally will eat and then throw away their stuff on the ground. Sometimes I might hire, like, it's not hire, I'll set the walking pattern for my handyman in that area. But also with that, you can make sure you have enough trash bins. Maybe have enough walking space so there's not so few of paths to walk on. As you can see, they're really utilizing this other new pathway we put in. There's a lot of people there. So it was really congested over here in the front. It will probably cool down a little bit. This is probably just people just getting used to the algorithm of them walking, them getting used to having a new pathway there. So once they've kind of done a little bit of walking, it might calm down around over here a little bit. But I mean, because yeah, there's some stuff here. We could probably put a few more food things over here. Have we done a candy apple yet? Oops, not that one. Candy apple. We have. Okay. So we got all those there. So we got a food court there. We got a food court in the front. Oh, I put those like right there. Why don't I move this? Move it a little bit closer to the front. It's a little bit too close to the other ones. Yeah, and like using OpenRCT2, I like that thing I just did. If you have a ride or a kiosk or something, if you hold the shift button, it'll show you what level it's on, and you can raise and lower it to the right height that you want. It's pretty cool. Okay. Bathrooms. We could probably do some more bathrooms. We have one there. We have one there. Hey, Happy Trails, thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. Welcome on in. Didn't know that. Yeah. So, because what I'm using is, like I mentioned, is a open source plugin that goes over the game, adds a lot of features and fixes and things like that, quality of life things, which includes that we can change the color of this, which is also including things like changing that or adding that feature of setting the height really easily. Otherwise, because before you would literally have to raise the ground and then place it on there, and then if you wanted, just lower the land back down. So kind of a waste. Happy trails for you. Howdy. Well, let's see. Hope you are doing well. Lord bless you. Thank you. God bless you too. Thank you for being here. Hope you are doing well as well. Welcome in. Oh, cute little emote there. Nice. Yeah, we're having a great time. I'm definitely taking my time here. The main objective for this is rid of this. I don't like the pagoda or the canvas tent. This scenario, we started a park that had 5 unfinished coasters. Basically, they were just barely started, and the goal is to have a park where we can finish all 5 of those coasters while having an excitement rating for each of them at 6.6 or better. So, let's why don't we do this one? So, that's just going up from 5. Okay. All right. I want to try and I don't want to like get in the way of one of these ones. Can we? Ooh, that's really close. Right? Let's turn off that. I think that's like almost touching there. So, and that's a suspended one, so there's not a whole lot of room there. We can't go under there. Okay. I was almost thinking, oh, we can go underneath that. And I'm like having to go so far around just to get to a point where I can have it drop down. Can we do a loop? There is. All right, let's go. Whoops. Gotta go up. Oh, we need to connect over here anyways. Okay, good. We'll stay around over here then. Oh, we can do helixes too. Let's, 1, 2. Can we do something like this? How much speed do we got? Okay, so we were at 70, so this shouldn't be hard at all to get up to 45, right? I would almost think it'd be fun to like come down through the middle of this and come out, but that would be really difficult. All right, let's watch this. Building coasters is a pretty, it's just a trial and error kind of thing. It's a pretty slow process. Okay, there's a decent speed there. Yeah, I've done some pretty cool ones. I remember there's one park that you had to do 10 coasters that were like, what was it? 32 or 3,400 feet in ride length, so they're like super long. Really, really long. And you kind of had to get creative on what you did and how you got things around, and so there's a few points where they would loop around each other or do stuff like that. Okay. What if we go out this way? Because we got a lot of room over the water here. Oh, they do have corkscrews. We could do a corkscrew. You don't want to do a corkscrew with too many. Oh, there we go. More push-ups. You don't want. I'll do that in just a second. You don't want to do a corkscrew when you have too much speed. So what if we went down to there? Corkscrew to the left. I guess we can do that. So you could do a twist instead. Alright, let's do a photo section. Alright, let's go ahead and do those push-ups. If you want to join me, please feel free to do so, but that's okay if you don't want to. Alright. There you go. Alright. I have to do this so you make sure that I'm actually doing it and not just making grunting noises and just counting to myself. Alright, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Ooh. Alright. There we go. I actually remembered to move my camera back this time. Okay. Hey, and you want to be a worker too? Awesome. Do you want to be a mechanic? Do you want to be a handyman? Or do you want to be an entertainer? That is it's your pick. What would you like? What would you like to be? Entertainer. All right. So with an entertainer, you do have a few other choices to go along with that. You can be an astronaut. These are all the costumes. You can be an astronaut, a bandit, an elephant, a gorilla, a knight, a panda, a pirate, a Roman soldier, a sheriff, a snowman, or a tiger. Your choice. Let me know. Sheriff, all right. Gonna keep the law around here, huh? Right. Cool. There you go. Probably should do a couple more. There, we'll have a few more. Will the sheriff chase the bandit? I wish. That would be pretty cool. We do have a bandit. What if we just had bandits and one sheriff? That would be kind of funny, huh? There. All right. There's 4 bandits and 1 sheriff. All right. Let's see. Ooh, there is one kind of fun thing we could do. Let's see. Watch this. Boom. That's kind of cool. And kind of go through our little corkscrew loop thing a little bit. Yeah, that's lined up nicely. Gonna get going to bed. Lord bless you, and I hope you have an amazing rest of your stream. Well, thank you, Happy Trails. I appreciate that. God bless you too. Get some good rest. I appreciate you stopping by, and thank you for the follow and chatting with us for a little bit. Have an amazing day tomorrow, and hope to see you again soon. God bless you. We'll see you later. All right, so now we need to make it back. Oh, there we are. Okay. We do it sharp. There we go. Okay, so we're at 10. It's still a decent amount of speed there. Ooh, that's perfect. I know it's a little bit boring there. Actually, can we do a perfect a little twist right before that? Okay, let's keep watching. Let's watch it do a little ghost train through here first. This might be enough for it to be exciting. I don't know. We can throw some palm trees in here as well. Okay. And it made it back. Okay. Excellent. All right, let's do an official test. Let's make sure the speed... Yep, that's as high as it can go. Okay. Cool. Let's do a test. And, so there's already some pathways here. Whoops, I keep clicking the wrong one. So there's pathways there. We just need to get the pathways up to the top now. Okay, we got an ad starting here in a little bit. So once the ad starts, guys, I will. I'll let it keep running, but I won't do anything new to the park. We'll take a little break and just kind of hang out until you guys get back. I appreciate you guys sticking around through the ads, of course. They help support the channel, but along with that too, that allows us to make sure that anyone new coming to the channel doesn't immediately get hit by ads. And so, whoa, that is actually pretty fast. That might be a little bit too fast. But it works! It works! 6.8. I'll take it. Alright, but now we just need to find a way to get down here. So we will be in the middle of building a pathway down here when you guys get back. So, don't worry. We will make sure that you guys don't miss anything. That goes right into that right. I see. I see. I think I meant to do this one. Okay. Is that going to hit that? It will. Okay. Oh, that's in the way of that. Nice. All right, let's go like that. Okay, that just started for them. Okay. Well, while everyone else is in ads, any of you guys that are using Twitch Turbo or are a subscriber, good to see you. Hope you're having a good night so far. This can be a good time if you want to get some something else to drink, use the bathroom really quick, grab a snack. This would be a great time for that. Actually, we could go up. Well, yeah. Get rid of that, and we'll go up and meet it here. So, we won't change anything, but let's just see how the rest of the park is going. Looks like generally people are pretty happy. Could build a few more rides over here, but honestly, the all the coasters are adding in quite a bit. Let's see how things are going otherwise here. Okay. We can actually pay our loan back. Might as well, we got plenty of cash. But yeah, we could do something else kind of fun over here. We could do like a bunch of like a big go-karts or something over here maybe at some point. Could be fun. Because the thing is, it's not really necessary. We just need to finish building these coasters. So we are getting close. So we just finished the yellow one. So that's 3 out of 5. We have this red one here, this vertical coaster. And then we have this green one, which is a looping coaster, which we can't really see a whole lot of. So that would be just underground there. So all right, welcome back everybody. And let's continue on with our pathway here. Oh, that actually lined up pretty good. All right, well, there you go. That's how they're going to get down there. And let's put some, oops, some benches along the way for people that get tired going up and down this steep pathway. Put some underground too. One good thing at least is that people do not throw trash underground, so we don't have to worry about trash cans there. Sometimes I'll still do it anyways, but just out of habit. Then you want to make sure you have them right when they come out. Okay, that should be enough. We could use some kiosks and whatnot down here as well, which we can actually come out with a pathway and do that. So if we did something like that there. I wish these transparency options that you selected wouldn't reset every single time you do something. Oh, did I? Oh no, it's just light down here. And we can fix that. There. Okay. Do something kind of like that, and we can put in some shops and stalls. Oh, we got the hat stall now, so we can sell fun little hats to everybody. Let's put that there. That's good. Okay. Oops. I wish it wouldn't rotate like that. Okay. Drinks. Let's do pizza. We haven't done pizza yet. Pizza's kind of cool. And just because we're doing a park where people are getting charged a lot for their admission and they don't have the ATM to get cash back, I like to give them a little bit of a break and make the food and the souvenir stalls and all that kind of stuff, make them a little more affordable so they don't waste a ton of money on food and drinks and things like that. Because I'm just that nice of a guy. Let's see. Hat stall. What color hats do we want? Let's just do random. That's kind of fun. And yeah, let's do another hat stall up here. And then one a little bit closer to the entrance. Okay. Cool. That is fun. Soon we'll be seeing a lot of people wearing hats, and that's pretty fun to see. Okay. So now that that's done, so we have this burgundy colored ride, and then we have this green one. So if we look underground, this is a looping coaster, and right now it's definitely not looping. It's not doing a whole lot of anything. So let's go ahead and work on this guy. And let's see. So we start at 25, go up to 70, so that's up 50. 50 feet. Do we want to, like... That's not very... Let's go 100 feet. Let's do that. Go down one. And actually, we don't need a bank. Let's just do that. Come on. Okay. We'll kind of do these little bunny hills to kind of go down. Got trees, get out of here. Oh, is that too close? Ah, of course it is. Okay, let's go just one turn. Okay, and at this point, then we can start going down here soon. Drop. There we go. And let's do a loop to the right. Yeah. Need to figure out where we need to end up. Come on. Can you... Okay, so we're there, and to get out at the end, we're down here. Can we... Oh, it's already turning, though. Right? I guess we can, like, go back underground or something here. Let's do that. Okay. Do a right photo section. That's fun. Oh, can we even get through here? No. We need to... Can't we get through there? Is this too low? We can get through there. Why was that being so difficult? Just doesn't like that one lift, that little hill right there, I think. Okay. We did a loop, we did an S-bend, we did a photo section. We could do some sort of helix, but I don't know if we'll end up doing that or not. Maybe we could do that underground a little bit. We gotta make our way all the way back. Let's see. I don't want to do too many just like straight things, but... Alright, Canadian, heading to bed. Have a great night. Get some good sleep as well. And, let's see, tomorrow's Wednesday, so you're doing your morning stream, right? You said Wednesday, Thursday, and Saturday? something like that, or at least Wednesday and Thursday. If so, I'll try to be there. Try not to stay up too late so I can get some sleep myself and then get up in time. Morning and night stream tomorrow and Thursday. All right, that's what I thought. All right, cool. Starting to remember. Saturday is morning only. Okay, good. I was right. I thought Saturday morning was a thing as well. Well, awesome. Get some good rest. Thanks for being here, friend. And we will. Let me give you a shout out as well. Again, I keep forgetting to keep up with that. If you guys don't know Canadian Monty, please go give him a follow. Please go check him out. He is an amazing streamer, and I'm glad to have recently come across him and be friends with him. Been playing a lot of fun stuff. There's a few regular things like Timberborn that he's been playing, but then also he has a rotation of some fun stuff as well. So please go give him a follow, and yeah. Alright. Wish there's like more in here that we could do. I guess I could like go up and down through here. Could just do kind of hills like this. Just so it at least gives a little bit of something to do through here. I feel like it's just going to be almost a straight shot just going back. Okay. Oops. So we want to keep going this way. So we are... That's at 25 feet. So we need to go up at some point here. I guess we can do it right here, huh? Is that at 20? 25. Oh, we don't need to go... Gosh, that's way out of our way. How about we do a full turn like that? Okay, there's 25. Can we... Footpath in the way. Okay. Oh, is that what it is? Can we do that and then that? Okay. Ooh, we're close. We're just off by a little bit. So let's do a spin this way. There we go. It's not the most exciting, but we got a few dips and things in there. Get rid of that. Let's just watch it. It should be able to get there. We're going up to 60. We're only going up to 25. Yeah, and I can put some brakes in here too. What if we... Brakes. There. Alright, let's test this out. Okay. Don't know how this is gonna go, but hey, it might work, so... If that's the case, that will then be 4 out of 5, and we're just that much closer. Hopefully we can wrap this up. I don't want to have this extend to tomorrow. It is pretty fast through there. It is kind of boring, but I'm hoping that it being underground might increase the excitement. 6.41. Hey, that might work. Can we? We add some more scenery. $6.4. We might already be maxed out with that. What if I did something like a helix over here and then meet this and go down? Maybe that would be better. Close enough. All right. All right. What if... Ooh, look at that. Which, you can do large or small. And that is up to 60. How much speed? Actually, it might be good if we just have larges. Let's see what this looks like. But this isn't a bad time frame. I mean, we're getting close to the end of year 3. A lot of the scenarios we do are 3-year scenarios. Okay. It's getting slow. So, what if we do that, curl around, get rid of this bump. And for this, ooh, we're so close. Actually, this could probably be, oops, let's get rid of that too. This can be that. There, let's do that. Which that can also just be like that. Good enough. Alright, let's test that out. This one will be interesting, but we'll just have to weave around the other rides that are here. At least we can do vertical things so they don't take up a ton of space. But we'll see. Okay. Here it comes. It does get really high. Maybe it's going a little too fast for the loop. I don't know. That could be a thing. Lateral G's, it looks okay. Okay. Actually, is there only one train? If there's only one train, we don't need to have those brakes. But hey, it's over 6.6. Let's leave it. I'm happy. Let's go. Alright, that is 4 out of 5 complete. So, let's go ahead and figure this one out. Vertical drop. These can be a little bit more compact. So... Okay, so it is underground here. Roller coaster in the way. Is it really? Okay. It doesn't want to be right next to it there, apparently. Can't be in that block. Has to be in this block. It's still somehow using it. So I guess it's using 2 blocks. I don't know how that works. That's okay. So we were at 80. Still going pretty quick there. So that's 85. No, too high. 80. That's where we started. 70. There we go. Okay. Ooh, this could be pretty good. Is this in the center? It is. Can't construct here. Raise or lower land first. What do you mean? It's on flat ground there. What seems to be the problem? Can it not go into... It should be able to go into sand. What is the issue? Oh, is it because of that? This one? Here. No, doesn't like that. We need to like make sure that these ones next to it. These are all flat. Okay, well it just doesn't like that. That's too bad. That would be really cool to have it go straight down this through the center of this helix. Could we somehow raise this? No. Nope. Interesting. Just when you feel like you're getting the hang of building some of these rides, it throws you a curveball like this. So what is the issue? Can't construct this here, raise or lower land first. Okay. Can we lower this? Now we can. Okay. Can we raise this back? Can't raise that one, but we can raise all of that. Very strange. Very strange. Nope, now we can do it. I don't get it. I don't get it. Too low. Okay, sharp corner. Actually, you know what? What we'll do? Let's do cutaway view just so we can see better. Alright, so we're coming down here and this is all underwater. Let's go like this. Let's raise up some of this underwater. It doesn't matter, it's underwater still. There. There we go. Cool. Alright. That is better. So if we clear that. Ooh, can we? Oh no, we're not in that space. Okay. I was like, oh, we could come up through this. That would be difficult because it's right on the edge of the water anyways. Oh, that's too close. Nice. How about that? So we were at 70. At 70 again. $60. How does 60 do? Okay, 60 works perfect. And if we do that, we can... Let's turn here. We do need to make it back on this direction, though. So... how are we going to turn around and get over there? I could, instead of doing this right here, I could turn the corner, come up over here instead. Why don't we try that? And we'll just kind of turn a little bit. Alright, trees, can you please get out of the way? Okay. We are over here. Can we do... let's do it tighter. We're under that pathway now. Okay, let's turn a little bit sooner. Now we're right there. Okay. Go straight a little bit. Actually, we're at negative 25. That's... well, that's negative 25. Alright, we need to go up before we hit that. Because we have this dip for this first part of the coaster right there. Ooh, just right before. Okay. So, trying to connect... this needs to... let's come around... we're at 80 there. We almost need to go up higher with a chain lift and get ourselves there. Okay. We're at 105. Okay. Ooh, just barely not enough. That's funny. Okay, let's try that. Is that the same thing? That might be the same thing. Ooh, just barely grabs. Probably should do it a little sooner. Just in case. With people in the on the ride itself, it should give it a little bit more mass, so it gives it slightly more speed, I believe. So we'd almost have a little more momentum coming up through here, but just in case. I don't want it to go down and crash and burn, so. But I mean, as soon as we open it and it's that rating that we need, it'll be perfect, so. Oops, and that's that. Okay. Ooh. Can we do... Oh, there's an on-ride photo section. Yeah, we'll do that just for fun. S-Pen to the left. And we're back at this station. Okay. Let's give her a test. Test. Track is not complete. Oh, I see. Alright, alright, alright. This one needs to be that. Now we're done. Okay. See how this does. It's kind of short, but I think with it weaving through other rides, being around some of this foliage, having enough drops and everything, hopefully it's enough. Seems pretty good. Please be enough. It is. All right. And there is coaster number 5. Awesome. Hey, there we go. Dragon's Cove is complete. We have a company value of $259,000. And we finished just before the end of year 3. Look at that. Everyone, pat yourselves on the back. We did it. We completed yet another scenario. Good job. And that's another one in the books. Let's at least get this ride all connected up with its pathways. And, which isn't very hard to do. Actually, can we get... I think we can squeak around the corner there. So we can probably go down, right? Did that connect? It did. Okay. That, not the prettiest queue line, not the prettiest coasters, but hey, they technically do intertwine with each other. They are exciting. And they are complete. So, there you go. And we have a month and a half to spare before the end of year 3. We got a little over 1,000 guests. What else? Anything else we can throw in here? We got some chicken, we got popcorn, we got lemonade, we got a souvenir stall. We can kind of scatter these around whoops. Scatter these around a little bit. People usually like the cuddly toys. Okay. I guess technically it didn't really matter if we did lower the prices of our shops and stalls, because we're not trying to keep a certain number of people in the park with this scenario. That's okay. What's the intensity on this? This is probably pretty high, huh? Not too, actually not too bad. Kind of curious. I didn't even look at the intensity. Very high. Not bad though. This one's got to be intense as well. No, not too bad. Still close to the excitement rating. All right, so I think that's pretty good. Let's find a fun spot for a picture. I feel like we almost need, or a thumbnail. Almost feel like we need to have some of this in the shot. Something like that, and then the logo will go there. Yeah, we'll do that. Kind of wish you could easily toggle the buttons on here to be either in or removed from the screenshot, but that's okay. Screenshot. Hey, Fredez, welcome in. You just caught us at the very end. We just finished working the scenario, so we're just about to raid out here. It's getting kind of late anyways, but thank you for popping in. Thanks for saying hello. Hope you're doing well. Welcome on in. Okay. So, yeah, I think that that will do it. We can add some more handymen. It's getting a little dirty again. Add a few more mechanics and a few more entertainers. That will be enough to keep people happy. As you can see, we don't have any. We don't have vandalism. We don't have any security guards, and yet our park rating, approval rating, is maxed out. So, if you keep things clean, keep people happy, you won't need to worry about vandalism in the park. Okay. Let us see who is live. See who's around that we can raid out to. Let's see. Oh, we actually caught Book of Gaming while he's still live. All right, let's. He always raids out to us. Let's raid out to him. And just to double check to make sure he's. Yep, he's still playing. Okay, perfect. So we'll raid out to him. He's playing Illusion of Gaia on the SNES. And then let's go to Rumble to see who is anyone we know. Let's see, we rated him last time, so let's go find someone else. The gaming category is kind of suffering right now. There's not a lot of people, but there's someone playing. Let's see. Oh, there's someone playing Wind Waker. That's a good one. Let's go. We haven't rated out to him before, so is he still alive? I think he is. Make sure volume's down. Yeah. I can't vouch if he is clean or not. A family-friendly streamer, but we will raid out to him on Rumble. So let's go back and set up that. Okay, so yeah, tomorrow, I don't know if I'll be streaming tomorrow night. I might do a little bit in the evening. I might start a little late. I'm not really sure. So keep your notifications on and everything, and we will we'll just see how things are going. But have a great night, guys. Get some good rest. we'll hopefully see you maybe tomorrow if we're live. But yeah, God bless you guys. Have an awesome night, and yeah, we'll see you in the next stream. Let's get our raids going here. Okay, that one is going there. And this one is going here. Okay, we're sending you off in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. See ya.